YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage back in the extremely difficult circumstances of my Bactrian campaign right now. I'm going to need another animal breeder out here. Build another farm. And then Merv is building another farm. Let's see if once again maybe we can try and win over this enemy agent. Yes! Finally a break. So we've won over another champion, which is great. That means I can put him in this army up here, and then once we finish that horse breeder, we should be able to retrain some of these troops. I can go ahead and get a few more spearmen. I might just go ahead and pick up a bunch more slingers against the fairly lightly armored troops that I'm coming up against. These guys would be pretty actually, no, I need more. I lost some of my cav. Really? Got 5 horse archers. I'm almost thinking about just getting rid of infantry altogether. I mean, these Eastern spearmen haven't really proven to be worthwhile. They can't even kill a cav unit, so yeah, then I'd have 6 slingers, like 6 horse archers, and then I can just fill up the remaining 4 with Median cav. So that might be a better army composition. I'll try that. Because the Bactrians are coming infantry heavy, so that'd be the easiest way for me to mow down all their infantry, I think. Good grief. At least finally have a little money on my side. Thank goodness. It's not been real easy to get back to this point, but I still don't have a real easy way to get rid of Bactria, because they've got a couple of large settlements. I'm going to need to beat them down pretty significantly in order to get close enough to their settlements, and then I'll have to draw them out on open ground and skirmish them to death. Man, I've lost my fair share of battles so far in this campaign too, probably more than I've won. Who the heck is that? Is that the Roxolani? Yeah, it is the Roxolani. Please don't be at war with me. The Roxolani are looking semi-powerful at the moment. They got a couple of whatever. Blackmail me all you want. Let's see. I don't need the spearmen. I'm gonna get rid of them altogether. And then 1 turn away from having the horse breeder. So I've got enough slingers, have enough horse archers. I just need Median cav, which I can't get for just a little bit longer, so I'm gonna have to just kind of hold off right there. I've got plenty of Median cav here, but part of me is thinking about trading a couple of these guys and then just tanking up on slingers here. So again, that maybe I have some way of countering enemies that come at me. We can take this hero up here and try and begin some military training. Let's see if there's any type of agreement that the Roxolani would be willing to make with me. I mean, they feel
greetings to you. I trust you
they don't want a trade agreement.
That I can hear kindly.
They might want a non-aggression pact if we pay them a little.
A man is judged by his friends.
So let's add some payment to this, see if we can talk them into it, because then at least it would keep someone off my back. Well, why is it low now when I'm offering you payment and it was moderate a minute ago? That doesn't make sense. Okay, well, whatever. Have no idea why you aren't interested in working with me here. We have common enemies, and you don't want to trade. You don't want to defend each other. Yeah, sometimes the diplomacy on here doesn't make sense, but... And I have a steadfast reputation, so... Not really getting it. Thank you! Alright, now if we can just keep the Roxolani from wanting to kill me for a few turns, we might be able to stabilize a little. Alright, we can start leveling up this veteran. We're going to go down the zeal tree. These agents are still... Let's see if we can use... Let's bring this agent up here closer to the Bactrians so that he can assist there, and I'll leave this one in his kind of deployed position. One more turn till we complete our research there. Every little bit of that we can do is going to be useful. Improve our buildings, improve our income, whatever we can do is massively helpful at the moment. Looks like Bukhara is back under control of the Karasimi, or whatever it is. The Roxolani, for whatever reason, are delaying their justice on them. wish they would go ahead and do it. Okay, that's Bactrian spy is back here at Merv, but I can't see her. So I guess I'm going to have to bring this agent back down here and see if we can spot the Bactrian agent. Got another... Yeah, I'm just going to ignore all those stupid things. They get on my nerves anyway, because it's like whatever I pick, they just say the opposite. Let's see. At least I'm starting to get some chevrons on a few of these units. The more of these chevrons I can get, the better, because it's really helping out. It'll make my units stronger and give me a better time at standing up to the enemy. Infantry quarters. I think the infantry quarters is where I could train the swordsman, and it does give me less upkeep cost for all my armies at the same time, so that'll be useful. Let's go ahead and run that down. This army's almost finished recruiting. Okay, yeah, and if Bactria comes infantry heavy against me, I should have the tools necessary to get it done. I got a ton of slingers, got a ton of horse archers. We should be able to just cut them down. Just go ahead and end the turn here and keep preparing for our final push against Bactria. And once we put them down, we should have substantial enough infrastructure to really kind of actually start putting up a decent defense of our lands. And it'd be really nice if Sagittaria would stop being at war with me so that I could make an alliance with Arya and Sagittaria. That way I could actually secure a border somewhere. Yeah, whatever. I can't say I care. Well, it hurt me pretty bad. Great. Jerks. Whatever. That'd be my luck. Civil War popped up like right in the middle of all this instantly. Alright, now this guy's like a master army poisoner. So that's going to make him pretty useful against Bactria. So let's think. This army is now all set to go. Let's I haven't seen Sagittaria in a while. Let's do a little scouting here real quick actually. This guy, let's actually bring him down here. There's not many Bactrian forces here, so let's poison the daylights out of them. That way if they sally out against me, they're going to already be damaged, which will be really helpful in those units like cataphracts. And let's move up and perhaps see if we can goad them into open combat. And then I'll bring this agent down here to kind of clog up the bridge and make sure the Sagittaria doesn't come up behind me. This army, we can now upgrade to a light horse stud. Or I wonder if we should go to the heavy horse studs. Unlocks armored horse archers. Good grief, those would be very handy. I might do that since I have a light horse stud in another province. So let's see how that goes. Just making sure I have enough food too, so that even if I lose a province here or there, I don't get into a big famine and get myself screwed over that way. Oh, man, I think we might finally be pulling out of this. I'm trying to get the upgraded military training. That's why I'm going through this warfare one. I don't really like what it gives you, but you have to open it to get to the upgraded military training. And if I can get that on both my agents, it'll play a huge role. I haven't been paying attention to whether when I turned on that mod if it actually changed this into... I don't think it did change it. Like, so I guess you can't go once you've started a 1 turn per year campaign. It stays that way. So, which means that my agents probably won't ever get too terribly ranked up because they all die. Okay, let's end the turn. I need to build an infantry camp somewhere too. Parthian swordsmen are going to be a real handy unit against other factions, especially when I might need to do some sieging and stuff. Yes, I'll have a trade agreement. Oh man, this other faction came and took Bactria right behind my... Oh, that ticks me off. But the last thing I need is to open up a war against these guys probably too. Look, I don't care if you adopt someone. Have them. So, alright. Who are these people? And I probably don't want to war with them either because they're also defensive allies with these other people, so
My master extends the most magnificent welcome to
See
you
if
and
we
your honor.
Come
You
on.
speak well, and you
Bunch of
offer much,
cheapskates.
but I cannot give agreement here.
I just want to, you know, whatever agreements we can. You are such a
Despite your
butt
eloquent
crack.
advocacy, my good friend, we cannot agree to these terms.
Can you agree to this term? God.
I have listened long to your witty speeches.
Look, if you don't want to trade, that's fine. You don't like money? Also fine.
Parthia's bidding, my lord. I would travel the world.
Okay, here's all the Bactrian armies. Let's poison the crap out of these guys again.
Sabotage.
So now we're getting somewhere. I really do want this settlement back here. So I'm going to push for it before someone else can beat me to the punch again. But I mean, at least we're not under complete threat of destruction at the moment. And we've actually got some growth going on in this province back here. That's fantastic. And I'm about to be able to recruit armored horse archers into this other army. And those guys are going to be a lot more effective. They can withstand skirmish fire better, and they're better in a melee. Bactrian's going to actually come out against me once again. And this time I need to make a better decision on whether or not I should face them. Actually, I think I should retreat and go for more favorable terms.
Retreat!
I can keep using my spy to beat them up. See, I'll get back up in there, and actually I could bring in my other army from the other direction again, and Bactria's recaptured Bukhara, which means that I could go capture it and then consolidate my forces up in that area. I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, let's get out of these people's land. We'll head back over to here, and then let's go into forced march and start heading up this direction. This army needs some more troops in it, though. And it's one more turn before I can recruit what I need, but I don't know if Bukhara is well defended or not. Let's find out. It's actually pretty poorly defended, but the question is, could I defend against all these Bactrian reinforcements? And the answer is probably no, because I don't have a substantial enough force, I don't think. So let's at least see if we can just poison these guys. Actually, I didn't leave enough movement points. Darn it. Well, we can take this army and move up there because it's going to be substantial enough, and then we at least don't have to worry about them swinging through here because they've got an enemy there. I need to start researching another technology, so let's think about what we want to do. Oh, wow, 25 ammunition for all missile units. That'd be huge for my horse archers. I'm going to do that. Yeah, getting added ammunition, letting my horse archers skirmish more. I mean, like, just think about how much difference that would have made in that battle against Bactria a little while ago. Yeah, sweet. So Bactria is going to start focusing against the people to their south. That's going to leave them wide open at Maracanda and allow me to capture a provincial capital and get another edict enacted. I mean, that's going to be huge if we can take that. And then if we get really lucky, they'll kill Aracosia. Yeah, they did. They retook Bactria from them. This is actually good. That means we can come back down here. And let's get my agent down here again. So let's go ahead and hit... Oh, wait a minute. Can I make it back to those guys? No. Let's just poison someone on this turn. I got a hankering for some poisoning. At least that'll keep these guys from being able to move as far and screw them up really bad. Oh, I left my guys in forced march. What a mistake. If I get ambushed, it's going to be really bad. What's the upkeep on these guys? Not that much more than the regular horse archers. These guys have some bonuses already, but I mean, just such a better unit with the armored horse archer. I think it's going to be worth it to just... Well, the thing is why get rid of these guys? I mean, they're already there, and they've got some good chevrons. Maybe I should just put a few of them in there, and then we'll just go forward with what we got for now. Yeah, that should work. That should work. Yeah, this is kind of fun. I mean, the desperation in this campaign's kind of got me on my toes. I know maybe some of you think it's a little tedious. Oh, I could unlock Noble Blood Cav. That would be huge too, because Noble Blood Cav are a lot better than Median Cav. And I've got plenty of public order going on there, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend the money to get get access to Noble Blood Cav. All these things should hopefully help me out, but I mean this is gonna be rough. We just really need to get Bactria handled. Bactria seems like they've got their hands full at the moment too from other factions. Okay. Alright, let's get down to business. I'm going to take this agent forward just to kind of see what it looks like at Bukhara. Oh, the Roxolani are right there, but we can take it out from underneath their noses. And they're actually going to assist me in doing so. So if the Roxolani didn't want to take it, I'll gladly take it. So we're going to occupy the city. And oh, some of you have gotten on to me about the name of this army too. Like supposedly I put an apostrophe in the wrong spot. Didn't know you all were big on that, but hey, I'll fix it since you pointed it out to me. How about we just leave it out altogether? I guess maybe, but we'll do that. Make you all happy. All right. Sweet. We are definitely getting in better shape here. What do we got at Bukhara? Let's actually undo what we just did at Amul. We don't save that money for using here at Bukhara. I really don't want a temple built there because I don't really think I need it. I will take a farm. I could use quite a few of them for now because it'll allow me to upgrade other buildings having the excess food. If we militarily sabotage these guys again, it'll leave them further screwed. And I don't see anything defending the city of Bactria, which means it's gonna fall. So, sweet. Just a few turns ago, these guys had me on the ropes, and I just captured their capital city. So, that's a huge win for me. I'm gonna tear down their buildings here, and then I'll start over again. My income's starting to tick up now, too. So, this is definitely got myself in a stronger position here. Some of you had wanted me to quit the very hard difficulty. I understand it's very hard, and it's frustrating to me sometimes. And sometimes when I'm getting frustrated, I'm not enjoying myself. But there's a time too when a certain level of frustration can be fairly tolerable. I don't like all the buffs that the AI gets on the very hard difficulty. I mean, I'll be honest about it. I hate it. I don't like it at all. I don't mind them maybe getting a little more money or something like that to help them out, but I don't like the unit buffs because it just seems to get utterly ridiculous. But at the same time, I am having, you know, like a fairly challenging campaign here, and I just want to bring it that way because I have a normal one going with the This is Total War campaign, which is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be easy because I've never played one before, but the fighting is fairly easy, so I figured this would give me a different kind of challenge. And right now, the main reason I'm doing any good in this campaign isn't because of my skill on the battle map. I've actually gotten my butt kicked on the battle map repeatedly, unfortunately. I'm going to build another farm here, and then I'll use this city to build the other types of buildings that I need. And then Markanda does not have any defenses really either. So the Bactrians now are going to be in a huge, huge hurt. And my Imperium has popped up a little there. I'm going to again tear down their buildings since I don't have enough money to convert all of them. Let's see what other buildings I need to build. Probably down here at Bactria. Let's go ahead and build an Eastern City Center. And then let's build an outskirts. And it looks like to my south now is all Aracosia. And I'm hoping that they are an Eastern faction. They are. Good, so we have matching cultures, which is going to make things a lot easier. Sweet! So finally some stability in the Bactria campaign. Finally. It came at a pretty high cost. And some of you might be getting on me, Air, why do you keep building so many farms? I want to build up a good food store here so that I can use that excess food to continue to upgrade buildings that may need excess food for the upgrades. So that's why I want to do that. I don't know exactly how the buildings work for the Parthians, so if I need to fine-tune it later, I'll fine-tune it. Again, I'm not real familiar with the Parthian culture because I haven't played it before. Come on, what do we got here? That gives my melee defense skill for all heavy cav units. And heavy infantry. I don't have any heavy infantry. 5% shots per minute and movement speed for light cav. Experience for all units, 10% morale for all units during battle. More campaign movement and charge bonus. Don't really need siege weapons because I can draw people out against me. Defenses I'm not worried about. Let's go with the one that gives the boost to my heavy cav, because I will have heavy cav. That's Parthia, that's for sure. And that trait stays with the army even if the general dies, so that one should be fairly useful. And it says that I can issue an edict, and that would be this province here. What kind of edicts can I do? Conscription. Gives, I mean, that's not bad. Gives me extra unit capacity. I'm going to put it on bread and games for now. Just stabilize everything. Well, I'm definitely feeling a little bit better about my position here. At least if I get attacked, I've got some fairly defensible cities. Bactria is going to make a last-ditch effort on me here. It looks like they're going to besiege me at a couple of different spots, so I'll have to sally out and destroy them. Roxolani retreating back to their own lands, which is good. Glad they're not double-crossing me right now, because there wouldn't be much I could do about it. And I have enough money that I could probably go ahead and train up another army as well, but I want to see if I can use this momentary surrender imminent in both my cities. Okay, so they came and sieged me. Or wait a minute, wait. Let's decline the attack. Let's use my spy to our advantage here. We're going to poison this army. So we're going to sabotage the Bactrians before we hit them. This is a smart way to go. Now they've been substantially reduced in number. And I think I'm going to go out on the battlefield and actually fight this, because I feel like piercing the remnants of Bactria with many arrows to kind of show my disdain for them. The Eagles of Zeus are about to be destroyed. They went out and got some mercenary units too. I do have a ton of slingers and everything else, so let's start the deployment here. I've got this huge hill. Alright, so my spearmen are just there to block enemy cav temporarily from getting my slingers. I'm going to leave my slingers on skirmish, so I'll keep my cataphract general with these guys as well. And let's split my Median cav. And I'm going to go use my horse archers to just harass the crap out of the Bactrians. And we'll see if we can lure them back to my waiting units. They've got some Eastern Jav and some Bactrian light horse to chase me with, some Bactrian royal
Our
cav.
reinforcements have arrived.
I'm going to put these meat shield units up here. They're the ones from the city, so I don't care if they get killed. Group my horse archers to make it easier to grab them. Alright, sweet. So all my horsemen are now in range. I'm going to begin skirmishing down on the Bactrians a little. I'm going to keep pulling back to stay out of range of their javelin men. Those guys could actually deal me quite a bit of damage. We'll just kind of keep right out here in front of the Bactrians. Must be a slinger unit, yep. I don't really think it has enough men to be too threatening. Looks like their javelin men are almost dead. And once this research is finished, remember, my guys are going to have 25% more ammunition, which is going to be huge. That's one of the things that keeps horse archers from just being completely devastating on Rome 2, is their ammunition is pretty limited. And their damage isn't near as bad as... Well, I mean, it actually can be pretty bad. It can definitely be bad. I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling my Parthian horse archers back closer to my own lines. Getting chased by Bactrian light horse now. Alright. Let's follow this charge into the Bactrian light horse. Yeah, not so big and bad now, are you, Bactria? I've got skirmishers everywhere. I'm probably killing a fair number of my own cavalry. I am. So let's get out of there. Because I've got a lot of my own skirmish fire still on. And I've got my meat shield units running through to the front lines. And I'll just let them absorb the Bactrian infantry for a moment. And it will only be a moment. Yeah, my skirmishers are just taking a toll. Bactrians are getting picked apart. Let's go kill the Bactrian general. And let's hit some of these units from behind. Perfect. Alright, the Bactrian general's about to eat it. Take him out too.
The men are wavering.
Kill the general. Alright. Enemy general should be dead. Some of my meat shield units are wavering. No big deal.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Alright, we should pretty well have the enemy completely surrounded. We'll follow in another rear charge here. The enemy eastern spearmen ought to be breaking at any moment. Getting hammered right there.
The enemy general is dead.
Enemy general's dead. So that was the right way to do it, folks. I've been making a lot of mistakes in the way that I fight the battles. Obviously, I had the AI a lot more outnumbered here, but that was definitely the right way to do it in the sense that I used my spy. I had a better army this time for killing them, and skirmished them back to a position where I could do more damage against them. Of course, I had the benefit of having meat shields here too, which was really nice to have all the time. I mean, you can see my slinger's not getting a lot of kills, but hey, every little bit adds up, and whatever they can do that helps save ammo for my horse archers is always good too. So slingers are going to be great against low armor units like hillmen and eastern spearmen and horse archers. They won't be so good against heavy armor units, but where I'm at right now, they'll be good. So now we also need to fight off the enemy over here, which I think we can do pretty easily. My Median cav are pretty thrashed, but I got a ton of slingers, and the enemy doesn't have a whole lot of cav to really threaten me with anyway, so they're going to retreat over here, in fact. I wonder if I'm really interested in running them down. I think I will. So, it's a really forested map. I'm not going to actually fight this one, because I don't feel like trying to lure them out of the forest to kill them, so just go ahead and finish off Bactria. I wonder if that means they're extinct. Dang it, I lost my Median cav. Oh well. No, Bactria is not extinct as a faction. They still have one settlement back here that we'll need to take.
What cruelty do you wish, O Lord?
So actually I'll keep this episode going just until I can take that city, because for me that's going to be a high point, finishing off Bactria here. I've got a ton of food now, which is good. Should be able to support a pretty stable economy here. Really excited about that, not being dead broke for once. What is this? So we take some more squalor if I build that building, but I mean, we got quite a bit of public order, and it gives me a ton more wealth. Lowers my construction cost. I think we can handle the squalor. Okay. Alright, I think we are ready to end a turn. We're going to finish our research as well, which means my horse archers will now have even more ammo. I've got plenty of money, so we can probably go ahead and start raising another army.
I make the offer of peace.
Bactria wants a
peace
peace treaty. I might see...
is simple cowardice.
I'm going to make a counteroffer to see if they want to become my satrapy, and I'll spare them. But nope, they don't want to be my satrapy, so I'm not interested in peace. I'll just take whatever you have left.
We seek trade and prosperity for all.
Arcosia wants a trade agreement. I'd be happy to. See if I can build some positive relationships in the area rather than everything being horribly negative and being at war with everybody. If I could get into some kind of useful alliance, that would be fantastic too. See if we can reach the last Bactrian settlement. And let's see, my spy can reach them as well. So let's poison these guys before we hit them. No one can fight very good while they're vomiting and have severe diarrhea. So let's take out the last Bactrian settlement. Again, I want to see to this personally, and then this will be the end of this episode. all they've got left is some garrison forces in this army here that I just poisoned. They don't have any skirmishers really, which means that I can kind of just sit back and destroy them. If they come out chasing me, of course I'll just lure them out into the open where my Median Cav can charge them. So I don't want fog, I need clear weather for the best skirmishing. There we go. Got a nice dry deployment here. We'll take my slingers in from the front. And again, just my standard infantry here to provide some protective barrier. Or, sorry, meat barrier, I should say. And let's see, take my horse archers from either flank. In fact, I'm going to take one of these guys clear back here. My horse archers can get away on their own, so I'm not real concerned about that. Put some Medians out here. Put these guys in a group. Okay. Let's get moving and see what the Bactrians have in the city center. I'm going to try and split up my horse archers all over the place and see if I can get some gaps to shoot through. When I say shoot, I mean literally shoot, like I want to shoot arrows through the gaps. Yep. The enemy's going to have nothing basically to counter all my skirmishers with. They have this one unit of peltist, but we can handle that.
Heavy horse at your command.
Just move my slingers within range of that peltist. Take it out. And there is a mercenary Bactrian light horse over here. Let's get a couple of Median Cav in the vicinity just in case I need to protect my horse archers and they're getting caught. Slingers are opening fire on the peltist. It'll take a minute for their damage to really do much, but they will pick these guys apart just by weight of numbers. And my slingers now have 32 ammunition. My horse archers have 19, which is a pretty considerable amount for horse archers. So my slingers have a lot of ammunition. That's going to be great if I ever need to pick armies to pieces, which I can imagine will actually be needed from time to time. There's a Bactrian Royal Cav over here too, so let's get these Median Cav into a somewhat defensive position as well. Man, I don't know if I've told you all this or not, but I am loving this new mouse and keyboard. Like I said, 30 bucks on newegg.com. It looks good. It works good. I mean, if you're playing with a $200 mouse and keyboard, okay, maybe this one's not going to do anything for you, but I just know that for me it was a huge improvement. So I'm very much enjoying it. Okay, the enemy Cav is actually coming out front towards me. So I'm going to pull my guys back behind my spearmen. Take my slingers off skirmish, actually, so they don't keep running away in stupid directions. So the Bactrian Light Horse goes straight into my eastern spearmen. And now I'm going to pull in some flank charges with these Median Cav. The enemy is just pouring out the front of the city. I'll take my horse archers in behind them, Median Cav in behind them. I'm going to catch that Bactrian Royal Cav. Let's get my cataphracts ready for a charge. And bring in all my horse archers back behind. Well, actually, I'm going to have to skirmish back.
Our general is under attack.
Okay, our general will live. I'm going to charge the enemy general right here. Got some nice kills on him. I do have a Median Cav that's in a little bit of trouble here, but it should be alright. I'm going to reinforce the Median Cav.
The enemy general is dead.
Okay, the enemy are just getting absolutely crushed. Yeah, they're all getting shot from every direction, and they're going to be routed in a complete mass destruction here. So that is the end of Bactria, folks. Good. Glad to have them gone. And my Parthian horse archers are getting some nice chevrons here finally. So, and then my Median Cav's getting some good chevrons too. I should probably build some armories in one of these provinces too, and like run all my armies through and upgrade their armor. That would be really helpful for all my units, because it'll make them more resistant to missiles and just better in a melee in general. So, something I need to consider. And we're going to occupy their territory. The Bactrians do have one army left back here that can be ambushed maybe on the next turn. I can't get to it. And then Harkosia's got an army back here as well. Didn't realize you could even take this mountain pass. Oh, they've got another army over here. So the Bactrians may try and hire a bunch of... They may try and... Yeah, see right here, I took their city and it was full of Patchy factories. If I hadn't had all that extra food, my men would now be taking attrition. So probably a good thing in the end that happened. Okay. Anyway, that's all I have time for right now. HeirofCarthage signing off.